Yes, that's the money. Yes, that's the money.
Yes, yes.
That's our money. Give me that for David. Where this court might delay in hearing at the instance of the prosecution, so that they can make the application tomorrow. I would have thought that after going through this affidavit, he's going to choose whether they want to cross-examine the witness. I'm saying this, because of time. Our clients have suffered, and we would like to go through this matter as quickly as possible. I don't see any reason to have the witness go through this affidavit, which is already in court. It's already on record. Your Honor, the respondents were arrested on diverse dates between 4th and 5th. Yeah, February this year. And we are undertaking investigations over the offenses, namely murder, contrary to Section 203 as read to Section 204 of the Penal Code, conspiracy to commit a felony, contrary to Section 317 of the Penal Code, negligent act, causing harm, contrary to Section 244 of the Penal Code, and lastly, an offense of abuse of office, Your Honor, contrary to Section 46 as read to Section 48, subsection 1 of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crime Acts of number 3 of 2003, Your Honor. Your Honor, the response are alleged to have committed the said offenses on diverse dates of between January 2020 and February 2024, where through their negligent act, Your Honor, an explosion occurred within the premises of Maxis Energy, Nairobi, which we believe to be a premise of the first respondent, within a place called Mradi in Embakasi sub-county of Nairobi County, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this incident was so devastating, such that at the moment we have confirmed that 6 innocent souls have lost their lives. We have over approximately 300 persons who are injured, with some who are still critically ill and admitted at various hospitals within Nairobi County and its environment. Whereas some who are discharged, they are still recuperating at their homes. Your Honor, as I've said, the incident occurred on the night of 1st February and 2nd February. When most of the victims were asleep. And subsequently the mother was reported on 2nd day of February at Embakasi police station under the occurrence book number 2. And immediately thereafter, investigations commenced. However, most part of the investigation has not been covered, Your Honor, on the grounds that most of the victims are still traumatized, some still admitted in hospitals, whereas some ran away and we are yet to trace them. For the persons who lost their lives, they were badly injured. And we are yet to trace their relatives for the purpose of identification and carrying out of the post-mortem on the said bodies. A procedure which might entail mTNA analysis for the purpose of merging the bodies to the relatives. Your Honor, the incident or the scene was also so extensive that there are a lot of debris around. And the process of processing is still ongoing. And there might be likelihood of recovering more bodies. Your Honor, beside the injured persons, there was also massive damage to property, which includes motor vehicles, buildings. All these that are still spread over the scene. The process of identifying the vehicles is still ongoing. The buildings are yet to be inspected to ascertain the amount of damage. So as to give us inform the decision on who is culpable. Same as also the liquid petroleum gas apparatus that were at the scene. And the scene, Your Honor, as in summary, has not yet been fully processed. Our preliminary investigations has pointed out directly to the respondents and some who are not present here in court, Your Honor, And immediately after the incident, the respondents went into hiding. At the early stage of the investigation, we could have been, or we might have concluded, only for them to show up that they are wanted persons. Even after the arrest of the respondents, in the process of interrogation, they have revealed to us that there are still other more suspects who are still at large, and we are yet to arrest them for statement recording. And in that, releasing of the respondents at the moment might impair our investigations. Your Honor, I'm a bit handicapped in completing these investigations without the reasons I've affirmed. I also pray that after trial detention is necessary, considering that this is a matter of national interest, and the release of the respondents might create public disturbance, and also there is need to protect the accused, the suspects, the respondents around the Your Honor. And thus I'm making this application to warrant the respondents to be in custody for more than the prescribed hours, Your Honor, as per the law. It is my humble prayer and request that the respondents be detained for a period of 21 days, a period under which I project that there will be likelihood of us to complete the file and forward the same to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution for perusal and concurrence in the aforementioned charges and decision to charge. Your Honor, further, I infer that the release of the respondents before being arraigned before court would have jeopardized our investigations. I swear this affidavit in support of the application for prayer to have the respondents be detained for the said 21 days at Embakasi Police Station to allow me and my co-investigators to conclude our investigation. Your Honor, it is just fair for this honorable court to grant the praying orders. And thus, what I state herein above is true to the best of my knowledge, save what is one source of which I believe I have disclosed. That's all, Your Honor.
I'm grateful to Your Honor. Now, Mr. Kemei, good afternoon. I was with you for a considerable part of yesterday with several of these lawyers you see here. At about 10 o'clock, we did request you people, you were with you and one of your friends there, we did request you whether there's a possibility of our clients being brought to court today. What was your response? What was your response to us? And when you made the decision, sometimes after midnight or this morning, did you find it prudent maybe to notify some of us that they are going to be brought to court? You had our clients. You had my client with you. And he had my number. Did you seek my number? Did you seek my number from him? It was convenient for you to ambush my client. And you did that without making any efforts to alert the lawyers who were with you the whole of yesterday. Oh, okay. Sam called you. Thank you so much. Anyway, I'm looking at your application. Maybe my friend Mr. Ashoka can let you have your application. The notice of motion is based on Article 49(1)(f). Right? I want you to read Article 49(1)(f) and confirm to the court if it gives you authority or it gives a provision for pre-trial detention. Article 49(1)(f). Which is the one you use on your application? Maybe you can read it so that everybody can benefit. Sorry? But not? Extension of time. Asking. Put it. Does it provide for extending of time outside 24 hours? I'm being very simplistic. Being cross-examined? But he's the one who has protested this affidavit before you. You are in the application. No basis has been laid. You know that he's not an advocate. Mr. Ashoka presumes. Examination, you know, is open-ended. I have a right to matters that I think are pertinent. You know, Mr. Ashoka has taken 10 of them. Thank you. Thank you. So we agree that Article 49(1)(f) does not grant provision for a court extending time. For one, we start there. And I've given you my book. Maybe you can return it now. Are we in agreement on that? Okay, fine. The court will decide. Now, do you subscribe to the fact that everything brought before a court must be based on certain provisions of the law? And yours is brought under Article 49(1)(f). right? That's all. Or is there something else I'm not reading? Okay. Now, my brother, of the offenses that you highlight on this notice of motion, is there any which is not bearable? Is there any of these offenses which is not bearable? It's just my question. The offenses you cite, my brother, is any one of them non-bearable? Thank you so much. And do you subscribe to the principle of the presumption of innocence? Thank you so much. The first respondent in this case, is it true that he voluntarily brought himself to Embakasi police station? You want to differ. Did you arrest him? From where? At the police station. How did he happen at the police station if he did not bring himself? So somehow he was there, and you arrested him, but you do not know how he came there, right? That is the position. Before he surrendered himself, had you made any effort to summon him by way of the normal police summon, and he failed? I'm asking you once more thing. What effort had you personally made? That's my question. Did you have leeway under the act? The police, you can summon him. Had you issued any notice? Had you? You know, Mr. Tina, you are only answering what you want, and I'm short of time. Had you issued any notice for him to come to Embakasi and he failed? I want you to look at paragraph 8 of your affidavit. The respondents have informed me your murders will depend on what they inform you, right? You are depending on what they tell you, so you detain them further so that they keep on giving you information. Yes, we are going to go through them very quickly. Paragraph number 9. Paragraph number 9, Mr. Tenai. I would only rely on the respondents. No, I'm such handcuffed and could not finish investigations. Were you handcuffed by anything that the first respondent has done? What is that? What is it he has done that has... You know, even when he goes out of my... So it is your supposition that he did not cooperate, although he brought himself to Embakasi. I see, and that is what has handicapped you. I rely on the respondents and the experts to assist me. You are relying on these people here on the dock to assist you. Are you conscious to continue assisting you? And that is why it's important for you to keep them for 21 more days. How do you want them to assist you? Paragraph number 12. If they are released, they will prejudice investigations. Are they involved at all in investigations? Or are investigations wholly in your hands? I'm talking about my client, the first respondent. Do you have any evidence until now that he has done something towards that end? You are very fond of this preliminary investigation. Do you have a copy? Would you be fair enough to let me look at it so that I see the jeopardy is causing? I see. So you want the court to accept your word as gospel truth? Okay. The investigations you are conducting, are they wholly in your hands, or is there any assistance you expect from my client? Who is in charge of investigations? Don't worry. I'm paid to do that. Is in charge of investigations. My client has absolutely nothing to do with investigations, right? So you are using him in investigations. Assure herself. Thank you. Thank you. The post-mortem, do you expect my client to conduct it or to be part of it? Thank you so much. And you talked about safety and national security. Does the state owe every one of us a duty to be provided with security? Up until when my client surrendered himself to your station, had you received any information that anybody had threatened him because of this matter?
Your Honor, we have received the information that members of the public were furious, and they were likely to
I asked you, with regard to my client, the first respondent, did you have any report that he had been threatened, he had been assaulted? Oh, that is good. Because some members of the public are curious, we keep all these people in custody for 21 more days. Just because they are curious, some members. Okay, fine. Any word, Your Honor. Because some members of the public are furious, although they're entitled to state security, you keep them in custody because people are furious, right? That's what you're saying. Gut feelings about, you're apprehensive about. Is that so? Okay. Thank you. Your Honor, my colleague also wants to ask. Yes.
We are together. We're taking 3 minutes and taking 3 minutes. Yes, okay.
And for more assurance, Your Honor, we have agreed not to repeat anything any of us has said.
Yes. Your Honor, and also hope the witness will be candid so that we don't have to. Yes, my name is Okubasu. I represent the fourth respondent, and I have a few questions that I also want to ask you in this matter. Question number one is that you have deponed in your affidavit under paragraph 8 that the fourth respondent was arrested. Is that correct? I want you to just confirm to the court that the arrest did not take place at her home, and in fact it took place at a police station, and that she voluntarily submitted herself to the police station. Okay, I will reframe the question that she was not dragged to the police station by a policeman. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, who is the fourth respondent? And alongside, I think the second, third, and fourth. Who are they? Yes. Yes. What are their roles? What are their designations? Yes. At NEMA. When did she play a role in this matter? Okay, I'll ask a question. Is it true that NEMA only engages in licensing? Is that correct? It does not engage in licensing. Okay. So the role that they played in this instance is licensing. Is it true that the licensing happened in 2022? Have you investigated any other role that was played after 2022 to date by the public servants? Okay. I want to ask you a more specific question on your paragraph 6. And you have said under paragraph 6, that is a paragraph where you say you give the reasons why you want them to be in custody, right? The nature of the incomplete investigations. Is that correct? Under your paragraph 6, is that correct?
Not under that paragraph.
No. Don't you detail the incomplete investigations under paragraph 6, line 3? You do. I want you to confirm that there is no specific role that the fourth respondent has to play in any of the listed incomplete investigations until G. Until G. Until G. That's what I asked. Yes, from paragraph 6. A, B, C, D, E. Paragraph 6 of the affidavit. No, I'm asking you to confirm you don't agree. Okay, please direct the court and ask to the role in A to G that they are supposed to, she is supposed to help you in investigating. Just point out one, say A or B or C. So in her case, her role is A. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Your Honor, I don't know whether this is something I'll ask the court to help me. The witness says he's not comfortable to help.
Yes. Okay. Let me proceed. Bwana Isaac, When we were buying the midnight oil with you in your company, we asked you whether you are going to release the respondents and let them come. Okay, you were not able to make a decision. Why? Being the lead. Bana Isaac, let me make work easier for you. Let me make work easier for you. Confirm to the court that you don't have any personal interest in this matter. Not at all. And Your Honor, I'll not take much of your time on that. I want to utilize my 3 minutes. That is murder. Right? How is she valuable for that particular investigation that warrants you holding her for 21 days? Yes, Your Honor, would like to give your ruling today. Okay, Your Honor, I will yield because that witness or the IO will choose to be vague.
But I think, Your Honor, the cross-examination my colleague was taking into, which is legitimate even in a miscellaneous application, is credibility. Is it even on the miscellaneous application?
But I wish it could really go so that we lie down on the 21 and literally give them bond and they go home.
Yes, Your Honor. I think my point is...
And whether they are charged for all these things, I cannot convince because there is no charge sheet before this court.
It's okay, very well, Your Honor. I think we hated, but I think... But, Your Honor, you'll understand very well that my seat to detain him for 21 days. Okay, but I'm just seeking for your opinion because he told you he's on a terminal illness. Based on your opinion, what would you say? How long did we take to record an hour? How long was our statement? What further did you want from that respondent? That you asked and you did not.
The court can be issued documents, Your Honor, to explain this situation. The court can have a glimpse of that because of confidentiality, Your Honor. And for that reason, Your Honor, this yes. Yes.
To see how best that I get the information. There are so big guidance, not only in this court and in other courts.
Most of
Because the dignity of a human being is inherent.
Right.
And more so when somebody is suffering from something, kindly find a better way and also save the dignity of the person.
most of them.
Okay. So are there these documents?
Those
correct?
documents.
This is for the third?
That's for the
Okay.
third.
Just put it, sorry, just write down the third.
Your Honor, I believe we'll have a chance to submit after the process.
Let me think that kindly let's,
Yes, yes, yes,
let's
please.
just have them in that document. I should be able to handle it without,
Any
Other
further?
relatives,
yeah,
Father, yes,
Very well,
yes,
Your
because
certainly.
none of us are medics.
Yes.
I believe I'm a bright one to know to what extent that I should be able to write my ruling on that without opening too much and also protecting the dignity of the respondent. If that's agreeable to all counsel.
Yes,
It
ma'am,
is
very
agreeable.
well.
Okay?
Yes.
So please, not only in this court, even in other courts. Okay? Because you know, it gets to the internet and then, you know, children, grandchildren, and sometimes it's not something that everybody should be able to know about, you know, different family setups. Any other thing, and if there's nothing, then we wind up. Yes,
Your Honor,
There's a second.
Yes.
I'm covering all the corners of this investigation. If you do not know the whereabouts of an accused person, if at the time he was being arrested,
This person is nice.
yes, Your Honor,
And
all the
don't
respondents,
exaggerate all this.
Yeah.
They are respondents.
Confirm.
Yeah.
I stand corrected, Your Honor. So confirm to this court, how do you understand the investigations that you are doing? If, and you told the court that they were in hiding. If you do not know where the second accused person, respondent was hiding from at the time he was arrested.
Your Honor, I have not told the court that I do not know. I've said investigation is a team, it's a group of persons, and each and every team player is assigned a role.
Okay. Can you confirm to this court that he was arrested on the 4th, that was on Sunday, at 4 p.m. from his house in Maradaima Estate?
Your Honor, I've confirmed it. Correspondent was arrested.
At 4 p.m. Do you confirm that?
I was not part of the arresting officers. I was having another role at that time.
Okay. As the IO or the lead investigation officer, can you tell this court when the second respondent arrived at the station, Embakasi police station?
Your Honor, I've seen it. Being the lead investigator, I've not concluded my investigation. At the end of it, I'll be able to summarize and understand each and every.
None of the kind that have been stated in the affidavit that we have seen. And again, pursuant to the direction that you give, Your Honor, they can easily and quickly appear before the IO every 2 or 3 days as the court may direct for any other question. I want to stop at that, Your Honor, on the part.
Can we have one person cumulatively submit? Just one person. Yeah.
Your Honor,
It's not really a deal.
we have two seniors before us.
You have to?
We have two seniors who are,
Show you.
yes, who are quite respect to us.
Right.
So in that case, we would request councils Okubasu and our most senior to submit on behalf of us.
Then I want to finish down, and after this you all go and
And-
write.
And second, I was just imploring on my colleagues, we can have a senior and Dr. Kubasi and myself, at least for gender balance in the defense fund.
I do agree. But alternatively, I can even make it better. Can you then submit, then with profound utmost respect for the two seniors. If you want to submit, let us submit because she's the one who has not spoken.
Your Honor,
And I say with profound,
yes. We accept that, Your Honor, and I'm grateful for all my colleagues, Your Honor, for the privilege they are giving me and Daktari here. But as a practitioner, I'm inclined to point out that it may be best, Your Honor, for the court to direct that each one of the respondents have a right to be heard by a counsel. Otherwise, if only two of us rise and address you, somebody may be
then
left
we'll
out.
take a break. I have had other matters before the court so that they can be removed from the court list and then we can come back and I can give you a voice.
Dr. Kubasu says we'll be very, very brief. If we don't
None
inconvenience
of
the
you
court.
is getting that into court.
don't
Not
introduce.
only none of you states do that because it takes two and then blah 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 and then it takes over. So because you are not
Fine.
able to give time.
We can do the